Welcoming back Belinda Cano, who was with us not too long ago, telling us about MD Labs, which stands for Medical
Diagnostics Laboratory.
Diagnostics Laboratories.
Yes.
They've been around in LA for a long time, now setting up shop here in the Central Valley.
Yes, we are. We're very excited to come to the Central Valley to add an additional option for all those clients and patients that are out there to receive their laboratory services.
What kind of services do you offer?
We offer the standard laboratory services that you would normally see in any laboratory. We do any screenings. We are not the hub that actually runs the actual test. We're the ones who collect it. So we have opened up in Lindsay, and we've opened up a location in Visalia, and we test for cholesterol, anemia, high blood pressure, diabetes, the standard, and also some sensitive tests as well, HIV, STDs, and what have you. We do it all. We have a full pathology, cytology, and just a standard lab.
Okay. So you have people there that draw blood
Yes,
at each
we
of
do.
those locations?
Yes, we do.
And then you send off the blood to be tested somewhere else?
We do. Our main hub is in Los Angeles,
Okay.
as you mentioned, in Laverne, actually, and so we have our own personal courier through our company. Not a service, but actually one of our employees that literally takes the specimens every night to our LA office, where it gets processed by our scientists, get read, do all their specialty thing, and then we get a report the next day.
So quick turnaround on the results.
24-hour turnaround time.
How does that compare to other companies? Is that pretty quick?
It's very quick.
Yeah.
That's very quick, and we are able to do that because of our location, because we are just literally 4 hours away.
Boy, that person delivering those tests every day must put some miles on their, what is it, a little motorbike or a little?
They have a standard car, little car, energy saver. But yes, they do quite the job in being able to go back and forth. But we really feel in my company, MD Laboratories, feels of that personalized service, something that the owner and founder, Fausto Mendez, takes very huge pride in. So we still go to their doorstep in their offices, hand carry their reports to them. And nowadays, you really don't see that much.
You don't. In any business, you don't see that anymore.
True. And to this day, you will always have a live person when you call, whether it's our corporate office, whether it's our local office, you will always have that personal touch.
I don't have to sit through 14 prompts.
And that is actually one of his complete desires, that will never happen with our company.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You say you're rated #1 in customer service. What do you base that on?
Our customers. And this is one thing that there is no laboratory out there right now that we are aware of, that we have our actual owned survey testing us, a report card, if you will. And that report card is given anonymously to all our clients, and then those that get sent back over to us tell us how we're doing. Mm-hmm. And we take huge pride in making sure that if there is something that we are not so good at, that we work on it. But they're the ones who give us the feedback. They're the ones that tell us how well we're doing. And I'm proud to say that we have been voted. And this submission then goes into our national, and then we were rated #1.
Anytime I've ever had blood drawn for anything, nobody's ever asked me what. I wish they would, because sometimes it's good service, sometimes it's not.
Absolutely, and I think that's the only way in our company that we believe that we can get better, by knowing and understanding what it is that we are doing great, and for our employees too.
Yeah. Now, talk a little bit about self-ordered tests. What is that?
You know, that's something new that I learned with this company, and that is something that is probably the less known. But there are 11 standard tests that are able to be called self-tests. You can take those without a physician order. You can go into the lab and say, I would like this particular test because I know that I can order it myself. You can go get drawn, pay your cash, because we don't bill insurance for those.
Mm-hmm.
And
what kind of tests are we talking about?
Anything like your cholesterol.
Okay.
If you feel you are pre-diabetic, or they're telling you, you really should get, but you really don't want to go to the doctor, it's like, I don't want to send this. You have a pre-screening, if you will, that tells you, okay, I probably should go and see my doctor because the report came back saying that I was elevated on this stuff. And it's in common language. You don't have to be a doctor to read the reports. It's very simple, high, low, or consult your physician about it. So there are 11. If they would like to know what those 11 self-test orders are,
I want you to list all 11. No.
He's just giving me a hard time. They can call our office. and ask us about it. We'll be happy to discuss those with them.
If a parent suspected their child might be using marijuana or something, is there a test you can run for that?
Yes.
Ah, does that happen?
Yes.
Probably does, yeah.
Yes. Yes. And well, nowadays there's also a lot of tests over the counter that are being sought out a lot, and some of those are good, some of those are not so good.
I would think I'd want a professional test done.
Absolutely, and that's why it's become now nationally, and all labs have this, but we're just not put out maybe the way that they should.
Okay.
But that's available.
All right. You want to make sure everybody knows about your new location, so tell them again where they are, their phone numbers.
We're located at 433 North Bridge in Visalia, just downtown Visalia. Our number is 549-5767, and Lindsay, 71 North Sequoia Avenue, and that's in Lindsay, California, 549-5757.
I'm just wondering, all those cities you could have gone into in the Valley, why Lindsay?
Very good question. Actually, we were sought out by the physician
Really?
groups out there. They were unhappy with the current service carriers that are out there, and they wanted to see a change. So with relationships with that our CEO has in the Valley, he looked at our area for about a year. And with the persistence with the physicians that are out there, he said, okay. And with this report, we opened up business there.
Well, I bet the doctors are happy.
We have very, very satisfied customers. And Lindsay's not huge, but
Right.
they actually do pull from a lot of areas. And patients have a lot of difficulty with transportation commuting to their doctor's offices. So having a one-stop shop, if you will, is very handy for them. We're close by in the vicinity. They can walk to us after their doctor's office, get whatever they've done, and the doctors rely on these tests to be able to care for their patients. If they don't have what's going on inside, they can't very much treat them.
Absolutely.
So we're
All
very
right.
proud of that.
All right. MD Labs, Medical Diagnostic Laboratories. Been around in LA for 40 years.
40 years.
Now locations here in the Central Valley. Anything else you want to add before we...
Yes, another great things that we have to offer our community is a cash program. There's a lot of people still that do not have health care insurance coverage, or that they may have high deductibles, huge. Cover California initiative is helping, but is not helping sufficient. So we have an actual cash program for patients that is affordable. And I mean affordable to the common person with minimum wages in order for them to get those tests to be run.
Do they have to bring in proof of their income?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nope. We have a set rate for every test that we have, and the tests that we run become affordable, and we do that as part of the collaboration and community awareness that we would like to have. So far right now, that is probably one of the biggest things that is actually taken off for us. We want to make sure that everybody takes an opportunity to use it.
Okay. I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm not the phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist. Belinda, thank you again for coming in.
Thank you so much for
Appreciate
your
it.
time. I appreciate
MD
it.
Labs, 2 locations here in the Valley, Visalia and Lindsay. And we'll be back with more on CentralValleyTalk.com.